micropenis is, I think, a way overused term in adult urology. True micropenis is talking about kind of a pediatric condition in someone who never underwent puberty or had very minimal growth with puberty. And so when you see a true micropenis, I mean, literally you're talking about maybe 1 inch, and not because of a fat pad. Like the fat pad's normal, but the penis is like 1.5 inches or so. And they look like pediatric penises. The girth is very minimal. That's a true micropenis. You don't see it very often in adults, though.
Because you're saying that's a very rare condition.
Yeah, and again, people will use different definitions. They'll say, well, if you're below the 5th percentile, we'll call that micropenis. But true micropenis is really kind of a pediatric diagnosis that you get when you don't go through puberty and you don't get development of the penis, either because of a receptor issue or hormones or whatever.
Yeah, and certainly I think what you're sharing is correct, that the terminology is thrown around probably a lot more than the actual condition exists.
That's correct. Because even if you take those percentages and say, hey, I'm below the 10th percentile, well, that's for adults. But if you included true micropenis in there, you'd have a limb that skews way down. It's not that common. And so it doesn't factor into any of these studies when we look at measurements.